Hello, it's me, Ariza Gaming. We're back with some more Oxygen Not Included. That's right, a surprise bonus stream. The November Quality of Life update has come out, so we're going to have a look at it. I've got another run that I want to do in the Prehistoric Planet Pack before we go back to Sour Gas or Bust, because someone had an excellent idea, an excellent fish-themed idea. They want to see if we could set up a colony where the resource loop is entirely set up with Jawbos. Because they produce the rust, you can turn the rust and salt into oxygen in the Rust Deoxidizer. You have to get the salt from somewhere. I think we can figure it out. And I want to give it a shot. I want to see how it goes. But it's also an excuse for us to test out the Quality of Life update, just see how that goes. We did try it a little bit with the poke shell run, but it wasn't quite super stable then, and according to Quantum Zari, there might be some crash issues at the moment. So we turned off all of our mods, and we're just going to get set up today. And then we'll resume the run next week, later next week, when the game is maybe a bit more stable. But yeah, let's have a look. I'm pretty sure I set this, yeah, I set this back to capture oxygen included, that's good. I need to adjust my OBS stuff. So we'll do a new game. Let's see. I think perhaps a minor asteroid might be a good one. I wish it would tell me what biomes were on each asteroid here. I mean, let's see, we've got an oily, sandy swamp asteroid, we've got a radiated forest. I think... oh god, do we have poke shells on the moonlet? I can't really remember. I think we do. Joy's Patch Day, yeah, exactly. I think we just want to have a relatively small asteroid. I think that's fine. So, yeah... I should have actually looked at this before we loaded up the game, shouldn't I? But hope you're doing well. I mean, there won't be on any of these asteroids. Maybe we just go and do a classic asteroid, but I don't really want it to be that big. We've also got the new Printerceptor story trait that was added. So we can have a look at that in this run, because we haven't done that before at all. Mysterious Hermit is turned off, presumably because it's a moonlet. That's fine, we probably don't need George for this one. I don't think I do want to scramble any DLC content in here. Let's just leave it alone. Yeah, this is all fine. We'll just keep it on default settings. No super hard difficulty today. Let's just have a look. Let's just have a look. And we'll see if the game crashes. And we might even have some Pepsi. But yeah. We've learned a few things since we last played with the Prehistoric Planet Pack. In particular, we've managed to set up proper Jawbo breeding, and we've learned a bit more about betas in the previous run. I'm pretty confident we can set up a Lura beta setup in this run now. Because I was talking about that before, and we never quite got around to actually doing it. We did it with knits instead. It defaults to having only 5 of the story traits on now? Yes, that's true. Yep. That's fine. Saves the world generator a bit of pain. Right, we know we're having a Higby and a Maya. I guess we can re-roll for a different Higby and a different Maya. We could keep the Higby. This is fine for a Higby. We're just going to make sure they don't do ranching or husbandry. That seems fine. Maya we will re-roll. We'll want a digger. And do we want a rancher? We probably want a mechatronics guy. So maybe we just do building and try and roll for a mechatronics guy. Seems fair. Well, that probably seems a little bit cherry picking, but it will certainly speed this. Oh yeah, you did tell me. You did tell me to watch out for re-rolling the game. You literally said, and I started doing it anyways. That's hilarious. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. We will reload the game. We will try again. That seed was ill-fated by me. But yeah, I think Surviving Mars is going well, but I think what I want to do is I want to alternate it with ONI. I think we're at the point in Surviving Mars now where we're pretty well established, and it's something we can just chip away at over time, rather than just, like, going completely balls to the walls. We can see Whiskers! Look, she's by the camera. She's mad at me because I'm not cleaning up the tank. I think generally the tank's alright. I just need to actually get the algae under control. I've got the hair algae at the moment. You can see a little bit in the frog tank too. The frogs really don't mind though. Also, hold on. My camera's been wonky like this entire time. Probably for a while. Oh, whatever. I guess we're not going to re-roll the dupes. We're just going to take whichever dupes we get. That's acceptable. Such is the hubris of man. Well, it gives people more time to arrive anyways, doesn't it? Right, let's see. So we want Relica. I think what we will do... You know what, let's leave it like this. Nobody likes a bio... Actually, let's keep the Biobot builder on, because they changed Biobots. We can now set permissions to block Biobots from doing stuff. Also, the game itself seems to be lagging, which is kind of odd. But it's fine, let's give it a try. You can see this, can't you? Oh, it's fixed itself now. Good. Interesting. The good news is the crash bug is marked as fixed, so it should be better once a hot fix drops. There. That's good. Well, we'll just not re-roll today. That's fine. Let's see if it's fine. We'll definitely get a Higby and a Maya. We got a Loner. That means we might go to the teleport asteroid. So we got a max decorator, Devon. That's hilarious. We'll have to do a lot of decorating then. Suit wearing, cooking, quicks. At least you're a quick learner. That's good. On the Higby. Although, actually, you're the research rancher, and you've got decreased excavation and decreased science. That's fine. Jawbos, the revenge. That's what... yeah, sure. It was supposed to be a Jaws reference. But obviously we're just picking these guys. I kind of preferred the previous ones. Whatever. You're a kitchen menace. That's good enough. We don't have to be super optimized on this one. And Maya will just send through the teleporter whenever we manage to do that. Seems like a good idea. So, the other reason why we're starting a new run today is because they've changed how critters behave in ranches. Now, if you have a large critter and a small critter in a ranch together, they will account for each other's size in the correct way, i.e., each critter adds a total amount of occupation to the capacity of the ranch. So you can have a mixture of large and small critters, which means that you can actually now ranch Dartles and Rexes how I think the devs originally intended. I'm so glad I called that correctly. And didn't preempt that design video. Right, okay, let's start by actually digging these out. And then we'll come over here and grab some metal. There's some more over here, there's some algae over here, this seems good. Do I need to turn up the game? Hold on. Oh, I clicked the wrong button already. Can you imagine? Right, let's turn up the music. Okay, priorities is going to be a bit different than usual. So everyone is going to be set to none, except for Devon for decorating, obviously. I think Devon is also going to be the one that does the building and the digging. Obviously, Maya shouldn't be doing any digging. Actually, if Maya's not doing the digging, she should be doing the building. But she's also doing the ranching and the researching. So you can mine and research, because it's good to have a backup researcher anyways. You can definitely cook. We need a builder. It probably is going to end up being Devon for the builder. And we'll print the digger, as usual, so they can get hard digging right away. And then we need everyone to have high attacking, high life support, very high toggling. Probably not worth having you operate either. So what's Higby actually doing then? Oh, I don't know. Maybe you're just going to run around and do stuff. I'll give you digging priority for now, so that actually happens. We're in a bit of a funny case where, obviously, one of our dupes isn't going to be very good at digging at all. And we don't have any idle notifications, so you're currently turned off. I could get you to just start tiling everything. Also, we do actually have the Ovagro vine here, so maybe we lay out this room a bit differently than usual, so that the vine can grow a little bit. Hello, 123 Treedle Dumb. Hope you're doing well. We'll wait until we've got some minerals, and then we'll get you building some tiles, I guess. I think what we'll actually do... Because we... is this the buried hatch? I think this is probably the buried hatch, so let's leave that alone for now. I will actually get you to deconstruct this. And then we'll put the research buildings here. I guess maybe we'll put a light in here. Do we have shine bugs here? No, we don't have shine bugs here. I think we do just dig this out then. The vine won't be able to grow this way if we do that. Does that actually matter? I don't know. In any case, I think what we'll do is... we'll eventually plan on putting something here. So if we make this 11 wide here, then I'll make sure we put in a door here. We'll just dig some metal up. Yeah. Put that there. And then we can start doing the ladders, because Maya isn't going to have anything else to do otherwise. So we'll start doing that right away. Man, it feels good going back to Oni. I must say. I love this game. Also, we did buy... I forgot, there is actually a cosmetics pack at the moment, the Neutronium cosmetics pack. We'll review that at the end of the stream. We did buy it because, again, when you're buying Oni content, if you already have all the DLCs, Steam will offer you a discounted bundle. Make sure to get the discounted bundle. It's really good. We can actually dig all of this peat up. That's fine. So yeah, this is going to be the research bit. What we'll do is I'll actually just ladder down here for now, and then we'll dig this out. We'll want to grab that fertilizer later for sure. There is some algae here as well. That's good. We have metal pour, small boulders, metallic caves, and volcanic activity. Well, the good thing is, I don't think the metallic caves are affected by metal pour. So that might help. But metal pour is not ideal. But again, we're not cherry-picking this run. We're just trying to do a normal run. Also, we have the research portal, so we should come over here and grab that fairly quickly, right? Let's just do this. I guess it doesn't really matter specifically what we do here. Yeah, and then unlock the portal. Got some Snactus. Now, the main thing that we didn't do properly when we originally did this Prehistoric Planet is you have to get the sweatcorns and the mimicas growing right away, otherwise you do run out of food. These Snactus are very, very small compared to Hexcellence. And that's another reason why I want to preserve the Overgrow node. And possibly actually dig out some more path for it to go through. That could be an idea. Maybe we just do a little bit over here. Yeah, let's see how that goes. So the other thing we could do is, if I put a little door here, and a door here, then we can make this the bedroom. That might be a good idea. Also, I have enabled the gift subs discount. I believe it should be showing up correctly if if anyone feels so inclined, because I have a load of promo hours that I need to actually use up by the end of the year. So I think I'm just going to put them on every Oni stream at the moment while we're playing Oni. It's weird. I think there's also a thing with Discord at the moment, if anyone fancies Discord Nitro, 3 months free trial. I don't know, I've never tried Discord Nitro, I don't really get the appeal. I guess if you're in a lot of servers and you're frequently active in them, it makes sense. Right, what do I want to do? Bathrooms down here? That seems like a good plan. Actually, bathrooms down here. That seems like a good plan. And again, we need to make sure we keep building things. Igby is on the quest for more metals, so that should be productive. And then we need to start planting the sweat corns immediately. So these need to grow in... Well, the atmosphere doesn't matter. Temperature's fine. We need to fertilize with peat, and they need to be pollinated. Oh, right. So we need to let the mimickers in whichever room we do this in. Also, I do need to remember we don't actually have optimized dupes. So I do need to at least slightly consider the actual furniture setup. Let's get all the prehistoric blueprints in here again. But no, I wanted to come back to this DLC because, like, obviously we went back into Sour Gas or Bust pretty quickly. I think we saw everything we initially wanted to see. But we've learned a little bit since then, and I want to make sure that we're really sort of thoroughly getting our feet wet in this. Let's actually prioritize this because we need a pitcher pump. That is not optional. And I love the extra music and all the other stuff. Yeah, they've added the Blum lum as well. So if we keep the lums in carbon dioxide, then it'll all be good. What's going on?
Thanks for the sub.
We got a sub. The emotes are a bit late. Thank you very much for the Prime 123 Tweedle Dum. Enjoy your fishy and froggy emotes. Whiskers says hello. Yes, I keep forgetting to use my Twitch Prime sub. They've changed it technically. Now Amazon says it's part of like Luma. But yes, you get the animated fish. Congratulations, and you get the very nice orange fish portrait. No, it's nice. I thought this week, I'm so busy at the weekend, I'm realistically not going to have any time to work on any YouTube videos this week. So I am just going to do a bonus stream, and we're going to play some more of the game. Because, why not? Right, how is everyone looking? I think everyone has stuff to do, that's good. Yeah, Maya just needs to keep building the stuff. She is the builder, isn't she? No. Devin is the builder. I think that's still fair enough. What else did we want to do? I mean, for now, maybe I could put the wheel out here. I don't know. We'll think about that later. I don't know why I've opened this door. I think it was just because the guy was trapped. Right. I think that's at a pretty good spot. This will count as a bit. Have I put any thought into how the Draco nerf will impact Sour Gas or Bust? I don't believe it will, because the whole premise of what I'm doing with Sour Gas or Bust is we are ranching all the Drecos. We're not going to have a load of starving Drecos, so we're not relying on getting the plastic out of them when they freshly hatch. That's the plan anyways. We got a hype train started. What's happened? Why has the hype train started? Why didn't I get any notifications? Perhaps someone has anonymously decided to be generous. Thank you very much. If you're not anonymous, speak up, because I didn't get a notification. Thank you very much. Right, I should probably actually put another ladder here, right? And then we dig this plant up. We have some snectars still, I think. I don't think it's going to get in the way. The plan was always to get the plastic from the actively ranched Drecos into hydrogen. And I do indeed have a plan for that. So I think that side of the run will be alright. It's just funny, because since I planned that at the beginning of the year, like, the way the DLCs have come out in such a way that, like, the Lura beta thing seems like, I mean, it's a free plastic loop on its own. Whereas the Drecos require some investment, but I still think it's worth doing. The Drecos are cute. Was I planning on having a Dreco starvation room? No, I wasn't actually planning on starving any critters. I thought that was mean. That's generally my answer when it comes to critters. I know starvation ranches could be effective. I just don't like to do them because I think they're mean. That's it. That's why I don't do shop bowls very much. And that's why I've been kind of on the fence about poke shells until recently when we figured that all out. Right, I think what we're going to do is I'm going to put the battery stuff down here. So the manual generator and the battery can go here. The wire can just go around here. And then we'll put the research station in... We need more metal, don't we? Yes. That's fine. There we go, Maya's enjoying the food. Good. Good job. We've earned an achievement. Nice, nice, nice. I don't think we need to dig any of this out immediately. Obviously, I could put an oxygen diffuser in here. That seems like a reasonable idea. Do I actually want to uproot any of these for now? Probably not. I think we generally don't want to uproot the Mimica buds. We don't want to have any Mimilit going off, is what I would like to say. Oh, the schedule. Oh, right. I forgot about that. Well, I think what I'll do then is I'll just set the working here. And then you guys can get to sleep. And then you'll wake up in the middle of the night and you'll be fully refreshed. We'll give that a go. Yeah, there's a fair bit of Snactus down here as well. We should just harvest the Snactus immediately. Get Maya's on the way. Sleepy Sausage, that's good. Yeah, there we go. Default schedule work started, but they're still asleep because they just got up to 100% stamina. Good. We got all of our rooms done for a change. I guess that's what happens when you end up with a working guy. Or with what am I even talking about? When you have someone who's not digging. Because usually we're too busy digging to do anything else. Yeah, we want to make sure that we're generally digging all the metal up that we can, but I want to leave that one just so we can get in here. There's a lot of metal under here, actually, but the biggest vein is over here. So, what we could do... I mean, Maya needs to build stuff, so I think building these tiles would be relevant. Maya should just get to building stuff right away. So that should all be fine. What else do we want to do? The station. Let's speed it up a little bit. Yeah, the snack fruits are so small compared to Hexcellent. Like, that's like the big killer early on. Like, you just got to get your guys set up. So we'll need to research the farming stuff pretty quickly. And we'll need to make sure the Mimicas get in the right room. So I'll probably just position that above the beds. Seems reasonable. And then we can just do a ladder over here. Hello, Uglavisk. Hope you're doing well. We've started a new run. It's official. We're looking at the quality of life update that's just come out. Apparently there's a few crashes. Don't re-roll for dupes at the moment. They're going to fix it tomorrow, I think. Yeah, I want to priority 9 the metal digs. We're on a metal poor asteroid. But we're doing another Prehistoric Planet run. This one might be a little bit longer than the other ones we did, because the other ones we really just focused on deleting Demolior very quickly. We're probably not even going to bother doing it as quickly in this run. We actually wanted to get as close to this asteroid as possible. And then we'll probably actually space mine it this time. I think that seems reasonable. I also want you to come over here. And I think what I'll do is I'll actually put the oxygen diffuser in here. But what I'll do is I'll shuffle the beds around a little bit. You know what? Do this first. Yeah, build all of these. I can get rid of these tiles as well, that's fine. But yeah, we're going to alternate this run with Surviving Mars while we're finishing Surviving Mars. I don't know exactly how long it's going to take to do Surviving Mars. I'm imagining it's probably going to be like a 15 stream sort of thing going on. Right, let's move these out of the way, and then we'll put the oxygen diffuser over here so we can make the wire shorter. Because we're going to be limited in metal on this run. And I need to actually remember that. Right, let's... Yeah, we still need more metal. How about you grab these for now? And then build these... Devon, what's your construction skill? Your construction skill is 0. That's fine. Well, it's not fine, but it will have to do. Oh, we can't get in here. We'll need to dig this. That's fine. In fact, actually, you know what? I think we just dig this and then grab all the metal. I think that makes sense. Right, that could go there, that could go there. And then the oxygen diffuser, because we do have a fair bit of algae. Can go here, and then this could go here, and then the research station. Okie dokie, so that could go here. Alright, portal unlocked. We've discovered blast shot maker and meteor blaster. Yes. We are being reminded of the looming threat. Dun 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 dun. Well, we're not going to let it land, so we'll be fine. I'm not even going to think about it landing. Right, you've got a little bit more nickel, that's good. There's more carbon dioxide down here. But yeah, we really want to investigate the Blums as well, because the Blumlums actually give you algae, and they eat plants that consume water. So this seems like a very potentially powerful resource loop in itself. Potato large, yeah. Pretty much. So we've got to have a look at that. Right, digging's going well. I think we just want to keep laddering up. We want to keep laddering up, we want to keep laddering down. Because otherwise our friend's going to run out of stuff to do. The teleporter is right here. That's good. I want to make sure we can find some kind of salty source. Not sure what that's going to end up being. Yeah, the new lums seem like a big deal, especially for the Relica start. Yes! That is very true. A better oxygen source for the Relica start. Good thinking. What did we do last time? I think we pretty much just set up the electrolysers straight away. I don't think there was any point in doing anything else. I do think we need to go in here and grab all of this metal, because there just is not a lot of metal on the map, is there? And then we should actually just be able to get in here and do this as well. Maybe not that. We'll leave that for now. Are we doing well, Wanderer? But the purpose of digging all this up here is because we're going to put the sweat corns in as well. But we need research for that. So let's actually priority 9 this stuff. Yeah, get that built first. Yeah, you can run on the wheel now. I don't know exactly what permission to set this to. Actually, who wants operating priority? Definitely not Higby. Probably Devon. We need to make sure that the non-researcher is doing it. You're excited about actually usable jet suits? Yes! Because we're going to be making biodiesel for the meteor shooting anyways, we will definitely play around with jet suits this time. I'm envisioning this being sort of like a 15 to 20 stream playthrough, where we look at all the new and updated content, so we don't necessarily have to worry about it in Sour Gas or Bust, unless it becomes really relevant really quickly, in which case we will. Okay, seems like everyone's alright. Let's actually put in another outhouse and wash basin. Seems worthwhile. Also very excited for Purple Base. Yes! There are some new cosmetics. We actually have the Regal Neutronium Oxygen Diffuser. Enhances breathability by lending an air of affluence. Look at that. That looks cool. And then what else we got? Yeah, doors are fine. Outhouse, we don't have any of. Wash basins, we don't have any of. We do have the Neutronium manual generator as well. Some folks climb up the corporate ladders, others race on the aristocratic wheel. We also have the retro LED manual generator that we haven't done yet, but we're definitely not doing any bionic dupes today. We're going to put this in. It's nice. It's not actually made of neutronium. The battery is different. Oh, let's see. We have the neutronium printing pod, don't we? Yeah. A grandiose machine that makes even the most haphazard colony feel like a distinguished outpost. Yeah, here we go. This totally goes, doesn't it? I love it. What about the research station? We've got the retro LED one, but I'm not going to do any of the retro LED stuff. It does look good. And the important thing is we can use it for different looking thumbnails. Bane of my existence. Right, what else do we want then? I think I do want to prioritize this. Obviously we want to keep going through here. We can dig up the metal over here as well. Food is going to be relevant. Hello, Sir Bomliff. We're playing ONI today. We're going to be... the plan for the rest of the year is we're going to be alternating Surviving Mars and ONI. I'm not sure whether I'm going to schedule it on specific days or not. I think we'll just play around with it. But it will still be weekdays. Yeah, get that built. Fire's doing alright. Okay, let's research the farm stuff. Because we definitely need sweat corns and mimickers to get going right away. And I think what we'll do is I'll make this the farm. We'll see how that goes. I'm going to dig these because they're annoying me. You're going to have to load up your base today or tomorrow to see if the performance enhancements give me some more frames. I mean, I think we're technically getting more frames at the moment. I don't frame lock this game. Usually that's not the problem we have with this game. That's good. This looks really good. I love these skins. They're very good. Yeah, so we have the teleporter, we have the dewdrips. You know, it occurs to me we can probably get salt through the Rex Dartle loop, right? That seems like some way we can profit on salt. It's good to hear since I enjoy both, yeah. Oh, sorry, frog in the throat. We got the mimulets. Right, well, Higby, do your thing. Wait, Higby? Who's supposed to be doing this? Maya. Maya is supposed to be doing this. I think she will do it. You didn't get to sleep on time? I'm gonna adjust the schedule. Let's do this. It will help once we get mess tables as well. Speak for yourself, my base is 60 dupes on cycle 4800. I'm happy when I get 10 FPS. I'm hoping the new memory management and the async Pathfinder will give me another 10. Yeah, I think so. Hello, Danathor. We're doing well. We're going to test out the ONI update. The aim of this run is going to be to set up a base that doesn't use electrolysers. And we're going to use both the Blum technology with the new Blum variant that eats plants and turns them into algae directly, and the Jawbos producing rust. We're going to try and do both of those things. So if I want to build an electrolyzer, you guys have to tell me no. That's the aim. Yeah, we don't have the meteor stuff yet. Well, we can build a meteor blaster if we really feel like it, but I don't think that's very prudent. We do want to print our guy. Let's see what he is. We got a Barnic dupe. They did buff Barnic dupes as well. They improved the Barnic dupe skill tree. We got a Frostproof dupe here. We got a bedside mana research. We don't need any more researchers. I think it is going to have to be Lyra. That sounds good. Alvio Vera. Yeah, maybe. We're going to miss out on the Regal Electrolyzer. Yes, we will. Right, Lyra is here. Lyra is a supplier, but she's going to have digging for now, because we just want to make sure someone has hard digging so we can get around the map. So you are going to specialize in these, but you're also going to have digging on lock. Because Higby, eventually, we're just going to switch to cooking. We're going to farm the Drama Queen fish. Good luck. Yeah. Yeah, we'll give it a try. We'll probably start with the Lums, if I'm being really honest. Because that seems like a good way to not die. And then later on we'll pivot into the Jawbos as well. But first of all, let's just get some Mimickers going. So, planter box. Let's just plant the mimlet. We definitely want to know about any mimlets that we have. We're going to plant those. In fact, actually, let's probably 9 these. What other research do we actually want at the moment? Mess tables to keep people near the base is probably a good one. This may go faster now that we actually have a dedicated digger. Look at these vines. Aren't they pretty? Let's dig that up as well. And then we can get in here. We can get in here. Let's see how this all goes. Yeah, I'm interested in the shine bugs as well with the resin. It's a very, very small amount, but it does mean you can really get a tiny amount of plastic in a pinch if you just need to build like a single sensor or something. I think that's a good plan. Right, let's remind ourselves of the Mimicker. So, I think we calculated we could have 1 Mimicker per farm, and it would actually be alright. So let's leave the wild ones around for now. Let's add the Mimlet to the list. So we do have another one. So maybe we plant another one at the end of the room. And then we can plant the sweat corns and the rest of these. These consume the peat. And we'll just get these growing right away. And then we'll actually open the door so the mimickers can come in. You need to start this way earlier than you start the mimickers, when you start the mealwoods. Because you need to pollinate them, and you need to get the food before you run out of snack fruit, which is very quick. I can't stress that enough. I think we can actually come down here. Maybe. I don't know, that doesn't sound like a very good plan. We could put a little ladder in here, and that would do, and then we can dig these up. That seems worthwhile. You ranch Shinebug enough to get a plastic temperature plate, and that took absolutely ages. Yeah! The resin that you get is very small. Also, I'm very glad they patched it so the lums roar again. I was really sad when they didn't roar when we had the test update. We can also cook some mimlet. I should bear that in mind. So maybe we research the grill as well. We do oh, we are researching the grill. Well, that's good. That will be another source of extra food for us early on. I will also build a tile here so we can get the snack fruit. Actually, you know what? Just uproot the snack fruit. I think that makes sense. Yeah, we got the mimicker in here now. That's fine. Let's close the door again. And now we can actually get the sweat corns. So I think what we want to do... Let's go in the harvest overlay. Let's get rid of ones that are in the way and aren't very well grown. Right. So let's uproot this one. Let's uproot this one. Any of them that aren't growing because they're not currently connected to mimickers. The mandatory pollination is kind of crazy. Sounds like the hotfix for the reroll crash might be out already. That's nice. I don't think it's going to matter anymore. We'll take our suboptimal lot. And we have to make sure not to kill Higby or Maya this time. That's very, very important. Nothing else in the hotfix? Oh, well, that's fine. It did literally just come out a few hours ago, right? What else do I want to do? I could dig this. I could dig this. And then we can just dig these tiles. In fact, actually, you know what? You could dig these tiles. That's fine. So each sweat corn grows in 3 cycles, although actually mimicker pollinated. So that will be 2.4 cycles. 2.4 cycles? Yes. 2.4 cycles. So every 2.4 cycles we're going to get how much sweat corn? 800. So it seems like we probably want to have 3 per dupe? I don't know. No shine bugs on start? Yeah, we don't have any shine bugs. No interrupted naps for these guys. Maybe the 1 mimicker will do for now. I think in that case, maybe we just toast a mimlet. I don't think we're going to have any issues with that. Let's also put a door in here. Let's start walling this off. We've actually got some Ovagros. I think in that case what we should do is we should actually... Yeah. I think we should actually dig this. We're going to put the mess bit up here. And we'll get the communal tables. How long will it take us to get the communal tables? I don't know. I think the grill will just go down here. Does that make sense? It's kind of far away. It's not that far away. It's fine. Yeah, let's keep planting more sweat corns. I think 1 Mimica for 10 should be fine. But we'll see how it goes. I don't think we need any more research for now. Let's actually dig this out as well. Stoop number 4. Am I going blind? Oh, they're standing on top of each other. That's fine. Right, so... I guess we get employment as well, and then we get the water cooler. Seems fine. What about the planter boxes? We just have the normal planter boxes. Let's go with the mealy teal. Sounds, feels like it kind of goes. Wait, no. Hold on. I'm really gonna have to change these one by one, aren't I? Is fine. At least there's a nice sound effect. Right, okay. What's the plan? 1 Mimic of 10 is a theoretical max, but 9 may be safer. Fair enough.
Imagine that.
Hello, off-screen Phantom. Hope you're doing well. Have you been playing the November Quality of Life update for ONI? It is actually probably not, because it's just come out. I mean, I don't know exactly when it came out today. Let me give you a shout out. Off-screen Phantom. Are those teeth? Those are amazing. I love those emotes. We're fish enthusiasts on this channel, so we have lots of fishy emotes. Yeah, for the last 30-40 minutes. Have you encountered the bug where the game crashes when you reroll dupes? Because we have, but we're not doing that anymore. Oh yeah, I forgot we have the hand egg cracker. That's funny. I mean, we're not going to cook the mimlets yet. Maybe it is worth planting them just for now. We're probably going to have another room full of sweat corns, right? That seems reasonable. How far are we going to go with these? Maybe we go this far for now. I think what we'll want to do is we'll probably just want to pour the water in different places. Let's go for the purple thing here. Do I have a purple one of these? No. Had a mod issue and haven't been able to fix it from the workshop, but Imless has updated GitHub. Nice. Redneck's game won't even work. The main menu is all messed up. Really? That's an odd bug to have. I don't think we had a main menu bug. What's the loot? We haven't collected any loot in ONI for a while because I haven't been recording. Oh yeah, they added a load of new wallpapers. We got the orange one with the white cravat. That's funny. It was on base game, not sure if it's related. Yes. Well, we'll let the overgrow vine continue growing for now. That's what I want to happen. We'll just see how that ends up. Crafting station is interesting. Let's get the mess tables in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could get the flower pot in. We have flowers, so... Why am I going to search for this? I'm just going to drag down here. Normal decor, interior decor. Steam Workshop issue isn't just limited to ONI, other games are impacted as well. Workshop is broken, and no one can update their mods. No! Well, this is the only stream of ONI we're going to be doing this week, so I will wait it out otherwise. But I really did just want to get on today and get, like, at least the initial base started. Because we always do similar things for the initial base, right? Oh, look, we got the salty biome. Okay, so we got a fair bit of salt water we can just desalinate. That could help us with our initial Jawbos situation before we get a sustainable source. Mess tables are now public by default. Let's see that work. Yes, that's true. We could indeed schedule the guys to not worry about this. Am I going to do that? Probably not, but we could. What else do we want to do? So, I think yeah, I think what you said is... I think what we'll do is we'll have 3 mimickers in the room. And then that should definitely cover everything. So we'll put a mimicker here, and then we'll come along here and do more of this. But I need to get this water out of here. So the plan for that may just be to come over here. And then just let it out this way. That seems like a decent plan.
Seek fluid intake.
Seek fluid intake? How rude. You're right, I probably should drink something that isn't Coke, though. Have I got enough tiles sorted out? Let's do some more tiles. Do you want the ladder to go anywhere else? I probably do, actually. There's no reason not to take the ladder down this far. Mr. Dartle is having a bad time. You know what? Let's just watch the Dartle have a bad time while I go to the loo. And grab a drink. No, I'm not going to go to the loo. I'm going to go grab a drink. What am I talking about? I'll see you in a minute. He's really going to do that for the entire game, isn't he? Lol, Mr. Dartles was the name of one of my dupes in the last run. Got me a bit confused for a sec. Nice. Yeah, we actually got some squash. See? Real squash. He died! Well, that's not very cash money. We will have to go have a look at the teleporter. I will also just dig down here and have a look at this guy. It seems fine, right? Obviously, we can't tunnel through this at the moment. There's loads of algae here. So we should definitely look at that. And then let's plant another mimicker in here. Because we don't want the mimlet to go to waste. I think otherwise we can just keep going at the moment. This will definitely end up being enough food. We just got to get this water out of here. Lyra seems to be doing all the farming instead of the actual digging. Did I prioritize Lyra for digging? I did. I'm going to have to lower the priority in the other things then. And then Higby can just generally help out. I will just dig all of this as well, because we want to tile all of this eventually. I need to turn my volume down. I accidentally turned my volume up on my headphones. Right, there we go. Obviously, this is not a room at the moment. It's not necessarily an issue. I mean, we want it to be a room eventually. Maybe actually for now we just do this. Oh, hold on. It's a little bit taller than usual at the moment. That's probably fine, right? Do this. I did the classic blunder. Yeah, sort that tile out, please. No, sort the tile out. Thank you. Okay, we can sweep all of this up. That was close. And then, I guess we'll just put a bottle emptier here, right? This seems fine. That does not need to be a yellow alert. There we go, and we can just dump all the swept water in there. That should be fine. It would be nice if we found some polluted water or some other liquid, so... Actually, oh, I wish we could get in here and just do the brine. We probably could if we actually deconstructed this tile. Because then that means we can make sure we don't fill this with polluted water. Not that I'm really sure that matters. Right, can we prioritize this digging then? If that's possible. Then prioritize this building as well, and then we'll put the ring rose bush in here. I'm confident we shouldn't actually starve this time. Although we do need these mimickers to actually grow. Also, remember, the mimicker can't pollinate the mimicker bud. Don't get confused. This isn't like Dyson Sphere Program where you can just proliferate your proliferator. I love Dyson Sphere Program. Has anyone been playing that recently? I really, really hope that comes out of early access at some point. Right, that counts as a great haul. That's good enough for me. Are you idle? What? Oh, you can't dig. Yeah, that's true. Ladders. Stop it. Get some help. You went back to DSP yesterday. Have they done any updates? That is absolutely a game that we're going to play a lot of in the future. And yeah, I have been really enjoying Surviving Mars as well. The problem is, I don't think Surviving Mars is going to have the longevity that ONI does for me, just because it's not that difficult. The only thing that I think would make me play a lot of Surviving Mars is doing challenge seeds, trying to see how quickly we can beat challenge seeds. But that may end up happening. We've done that before. Hello, me and Devlin. Oh, how are you? It's been ages. We're good. Yeah, we've been playing Surviving Mars recently because that came out with the relaunch, and I was quite excited about that. Yeah, let's let all this water out down here now. Is this actually alright? No, I need to dig this one. Let's dig this one, and then we can get in here like this. I should say they did a huge performance update for DSP. Nice! We'll have to try that then. We will have to try it actually, won't we? Oh, I should probably just ladder this, right? Yeah, put a ladder there, and then we can just dig all of this out, and then all the water can flow that way. Keep hearing people love that game. I played it for like 5 minutes on Epic years ago. Yeah. I mean, what I will say is, if you're not a PC gamer and you want a game that's similar to ONI, Surviving Mars is definitely the bet. Because I think it's pretty well designed for consoles in terms of like the UI and the gameplay systems. And it has the same sort of gameplay loop as ONI, but it's not as complicated. Well, it is quite complicated, but it's not as difficult. I would say it's less punishing, and especially with the new content they've added, like the politics system, you get stronger quite a lot quicker than you used to in that game. They got AMD to donate them a Threadripper with a crazy amount of RAM to help them test their multi-threading code. Really? That's interesting. I should probably investigate that at some point then. You know, when I actually get any time. Like, I'm literally streaming tonight because I just know I'm not going to be able to work on any videos this week, so... That's why we got the situation. Wow, that's a lot of knit eggs. And then we got all the Jawbos. We're not going to bother with the knits this time, are we? I mean, it depends when we can find the lures. Wait, what the heck is this? Look at all the bleach stone! I've never seen a biome like this. That's weird. I think just the processor and the mega motherboard was about 15 grand. Aren't you glad I didn't almost say megabyte? Wow, you got a whole megabyte of RAM? Wow. That's funny. Right, can we actually priority 9 this? I know you're going to get wet, but I just want to actually build this out. I want to have the mimickers in the one room. 1 megabyte of RAM. Jeez, give me that power. Send me your address, then I'll mail it to you. Right, Maya can have advanced research. This is good. So, I guess we'll pick up advanced research. Advanced research. There we go. Why not? Just read the patch notes. Insulated doors and the best table change, renewable abyss light. I know. I made a video on YouTube about the patch notes, and since then they've updated a few minor things, but like I think this is probably going to actually be one of the most impactful quality of life updates they've ever done. Like, in terms of like the game balance, and also just actually making things easier for people. Or not even easier, but just like less annoying. Yeah, get out of here, Devon. This is admittedly a bit of a shitty digging situation. Rush the jet suits. We'll get to the jet suits. The main thing oh, for fuck's sake, Layra. The main thing that I want to do is make sure that we're blowing up the meteor. So we will do the... Oh wow, look at this magma zone. That's intimidating. We got a heat leak? No. Yes? Kind of? Not really. So can you repeat what the changes are? I miss playing this game. We did a YouTube video about it. It's on the YouTube channel. It's just called the November Quality of Life Update is Huge, or something like that. Oh, the Blum. Yeah, take this. There's more metal here, I guess. It's a load of shale. But yeah, we summarize all of the initial patch notes. Higby will die. Where's Higby? Higby won't die. Higby's fine. Wait, nobody's dying this time. You can get out. There's a ladder.
Thanks for the follow.
Hold on. Yeah, there's O2 up here. He's going to be pretty slow, but he's going to make it. Thank you very much for the follow. Exterminator 147. Enjoy your emotes. We have faith in Higby. Also, why am I digging this? So the purpose of this was so that we could get the water out of the way. So I think actually... Okay, here's what we do instead. We just tile this up. And that gets the water out of the way. And then we can finish this off. Because it only actually needs to be 3 tall. But we'll go and fix other things in a bit. Right, supercomputer can go here. We don't need any of the Bionics stuff right away. I think we will pick up some Bionic dupes. Because I want to explore the new skills. And I think they may actually be practical enough to be worth using. Depending on how quickly we get the Artles and Rexes working for us. Higby. Higby can have cooking just because we built a grill and he has cooking. And we have the mimolets growing. So you can make toasted mimlet. That's fine. I think actually having a chef early on in Prehistoric Planet Pack is a bit better than usual. Devon, you do not need decorating early.
Can I get a fish sandwich?
Yeah, a fish sandwich. You can get a fish sandwich. That's fine. Okay, let's do that quickly. Yeah, we'll feed the fish. There's the Pepsi. So I'm gonna feed them some algae wafers today. Because yeah, we fed them a load of the little pellets. So these are the Hikari mini algae wafers, ideal for most herbivores. You can see there's actually a pleco on the front, so that's a good sign. Yeah, they really like these. And I'm just going to dump them around the front. You can see the... I don't think the barbs are going to be that interested in them. I mean, they'll probably be interested in them. I don't think I'm going to get them. But Whiskers will be very interested. So, here you go. Here's what they look like. It's not really in focus, is it? Yeah, whatever. Drop one. Right, let's put them around the back. There we go. And then Whiskers is going to come up and say hi. Yummy, yummy. Yeah. Let's see what the fish cam looks like. I mean, you can see Whiskers is already going nuts. Whiskers loves the wafers. He is going to eat all of them. Let's get a closer look. There we go. I'm not sure we're going to see the fish actually eating them. The camera isn't at quite the right angle. Also, my camera setup, it's good that I've got the webcam back in the right spot, but I can't really move it very easily now because we have the... hold on. We have the... Oh, look! The barbs are going for it. Nice. Oh, looks like they got caught in some of the algae, so they fell down. That's good. Come on, let's get in focus, fish. What's going on? Try again. Seems like autofocus isn't working. That's not good. Yeah, let's do that for now. Is that a bit of a better view? Not really. Oh yeah, you can kind of see it. They're hanging out. They'll just blur because the algae. No, this is the problem with actually filming fish. Is that the focus, because they like to go in and out a lot. You're never going to get it quite at the right focus. Yeah, thanks for taunting me, fish. Yeah, they're thoroughly enjoying those. Let's go back out. Yeah, they're all going to be hanging out around the front now. That's good. No. But we're going to clean the tank tomorrow. Okay, there you go. Fish have been fed. Thank you very much for your generosity, Aquatic Opossum. Also, sorry, I think I called you Aquatic Possum earlier. How triggering. Right, I think we need to get a mechatronics guy. So the thing is, Lyra is actually... has the skills where we want mechatronics. I think Lyra is going to do that. So I think, actually, Devon can just go for building. And then I think, in terms of priorities... yeah, Devon is building, so that's good. Alright, what's in here? Rust? In this economy? Yeah, probably. We could do with a farmer, couldn't we? Farmer with decreased agriculture? I mean, that's kind of annoying, but equally, it's basically a +6 farmer with no downside, right? We're probably not going to worry too much about that. Then again, you're +7. You've got decreased construction, though. We're probably going to have a lot of farming to do and a lot of digging. I think this is fine. Let's take Ada. For a change. So, let's make sure that Ada doesn't build. And then you can farm. I think that will do. Because we're going to have a lot of these. That should be fine. Right, let's also priority 9 these tiles. Just so we can push that out of the way. There? Water. Oh, I still want to just get in the brine. We don't need to sort that out right away. We'll figure that out later. Is there anything else I want to do? I kind of actually just want to do this at the moment, just so that the carbon dioxide can escape from that room. I guess we want it to go down here eventually, don't we? Right, let's speed up. So yeah, Demolior is going to impact the 200 cycles. Now last time when we were racing to blow it up, we did it in about 90 cycles. We're not racing this time. We wanted to get as close as possible so that we don't have to travel as far for all the resources. At least that's the excuse I'm going to tell myself. Alright, I think we're pretty much nearly there on this, so I think we can dig most of these out now. Maybe leave that one. And then we can do this. Yeah, this is surely your favorite task of the day. Building all these random tiles to push the water out of the way. And then maybe we just make this a little bit longer for now, but then we definitely can't intrude on this magma obsidian crap. Wait, what? Oh. I thought that was like 19,000 kilograms per tile. That's 1,900. That's more reasonable. If you just let it hit, you don't have to go farm. But RSS are not infinite. Food for thought. RSS. If you just let it hit, you don't have to go farm. What are you talking about? Resources are not infinite. Oh, we should get a Lum in here as well, shouldn't we? Well, when we get ranching, we can do that. You guys gonna go to bed on time? No. I think we add the second bedtime slot again, then. Yeah, you missed it. That's fine. Oh, the Demolior. Yeah, if you just let it hit, you don't have to go farm. Oh, yeah. I see what you mean now. Yeah. No, we're gonna let it... We're gonna blow it up right outside, and then we're gonna go space mine it. Because I want to test all of that. Let's disable disinfect on these. What's the germ situation? You're not germy, that's good. Okay, so we could dig this now. Let's priority 9 these digs. In fact, actually, let's just priority 9 these digs. Let's just do all of this. We'll just have a load of plants in here. Because we don't even need to ranch them, or even farm them, actually. We don't need a farm station. I mean, we could do a farm station. We have fertilizer. Let's add fertilizer. Let's add peat. Eggs, I don't really care about. Dirt, we do kind of care about. Nickel, algae. Seeds, I guess we care about. Databanks. I feel like when you explode it, it's so game-breaking, you have all the goodies right at your doorstep. I mean, that's literally the intended outcome. These DLCs always are more powerful than the regular base game content in this game. You do have to get it to work, but once you get it to work, it's way more powerful. It's like the early game boilers you can make with the Iridium, though. Yeah, but we can grab the Iridium from the space destination pretty easily, too. Drill codes are not that hard to set up anymore, I don't think. I mean, maybe getting the diamond is going to be annoying on this map, but I still think we could do it. It's very bizarre mining a POI with a CO2 rocket. Yes, it's true, because there's a couple of resources you can just collect right off the bat, and I suspect that will be the case now for the Demolior as well. So we can just go grab a little bit of Iridium to start, and that's going to be wild. Right, let's have a think about this. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, and then I'll leave a gap so I remember it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then another Mimica. Yeah, maybe we'll just do it like that. And I'll keep putting the tiles in as well. And maybe we'll put the farm station here just to troll everyone. You get at least 1,200 kilograms when you explode the Demolior from the meteor shower. Oh, really? Yeah, that's cool. I don't know about mining it. Only Dino Run I did yet was in the lab, but the Iridium super soon sure is sweet. Yeah, we found that last time. It was very easy to actually get enough Iridium. We actually, so the last run, on Stream 7, we literally made a plastic melter that we were going to make in, like, sour gas or bust, but we never got around to doing. Because we had the Iridium. So we boiled it into sour gas on that run, just to test the concept. Because I'd never gotten to that point before. How wild is that? How's this looking? I think once we planted this Mimica, we can just start toasting the Mimolets. Seems good to me. You get at least, oh yeah, I've already read that one. Don't you catch me in an infinite loop, you. Let's dig these out. We still might as well use the Snactus while we can. Let's grab these as well. Talk about it, Sour Gas Bus is coming back or something wrong with it. No, it is coming back. But, what? Okay, so, the plan. The plan for content. We're gonna try and set up a quick Jawbo loop and test out the new Blum in the new game update. We're gonna do this before Christmas. Maybe a little bit after Christmas. We're gonna mix that in with Surviving Mars. We are almost halfway up to our new computer goal. And I suspect that we are going to hit the new computer goal in probably about a year. I think, at the moment. But we're probably going to buy the computer somewhat in advance of actually hitting the goal. So I'm imagining that we're probably going to start doing stuff majorly on Sour Gas or Bust, i.e. all the Drecos, all the other stuff when we're on the new computer and we've got a bit more processing power. But equally, we need to investigate the performance updates and see if that actually makes it possible for us to do it on our current computer as well. So after January, or around that time when we finish with this run, we're going to go back to Sour Gas or Bust, and we're going to go to the superconductive asteroid and get our niobium, and go to the water asteroid and get our graphite. We're going to do that, the last bit of prep, and then I'm going to have to work a load of my ranch designs. Obviously, I want to do the ranch designs for Sandbox Showcase first, so we'll do that while we're doing all this other stuff, ideally. So suffice it to say, we're probably going to end up doing Sour Gas or Bust properly. We're going to start it early next year, or restart it early next year, and then we're going to start doing the meat of it towards the end of the year. That's my plan. Also, these guys are now idle. I need to dig up more of the sweat corns. Where are they? You know what, maybe we just need to do some more digging in general. I need to put a door here as well, don't I? What are we doing? Yeah, do this. You like the math for the Blum stuff? Yeah. The plan with this run is we're going to do 0 electrolysers at all. We're going to run entirely off of Blum or and or Jawbos. That's very much the plan. We have the Jawbos here. We have the Lums. We're forming a big CO2 pit. I think this is just accidental, but we're going to form a big CO2 pit. Probably actually just down here, right? We definitely... Okay, we actually do have an abyss-like heat leak. You see how it's coming in through all this granite? I'm going to have to be a little bit careful about that. In fact, maybe we should go plug that up now. We have advanced research now. Insulated tile. We also have the insulated door up here. That would be good to check, wouldn't it? Yeah, because we need to seal... Probably just this bit. So we'll keep investigating all of that. Let's put some more tiles in. We need to keep up with the building errands just to make sure that our builder dupe is busy. I will come over here and grab the Sobagro vine as well. Oh, wait. Oh, we're not in a rush, are we? This abyss light is fine. We don't even really have to get in touch with the hot abyss light. We can just dig out the granite and just seal this bit up here, and that'll be fine. Yeah, that's fine. Ugh. But yeah, there's definitely enough stuff that's worth looking at in this new run. So that's the plan for ONI. Sour Gasol Bust is going to continue, but I want to make sure, because Sour Gasol Bust is such a long plan, it's like such a long-term run, I also want to make sure that I'm looking at the new content when it comes out, because it doesn't look like Clay is going to stop releasing new content, and some of it may affect our plans. I don't think at the moment it's really going to affect our plans. I think the biggest challenge that will emerge from this update is saying Blum 5 times real quick. Blum, 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 Blum. Well, like that. Did you also know that Blum is an anagram of Lum? Also, I'm sad because they didn't make the Blum look like Jeff Goldblum. That needs to be a mod. You guys, okay, I'm being deadly serious. You guys, you need to make the Jeff Goldblum mod, where it's a Blum, but it just looks like Jeff Goldblum. That's an order. Sorry. Oh, the Mimica died. Well, we've got enough pods in here. I think this will sort itself out. I find it really funny. You've got to do it because I find it funny. There's a little sweatcorn seed. I really should just go around and grab all the sweatcorns. This one's actually ready to harvest. As well. You know, it's funny. There's less... I feel like there's less sweatcorns than you'd expect. I mean, I guess we have to dig up a load of them, right? There you go. Your scientists are so busy finding out if they could do something they never stopped to think if they could. Exactly. Okay, let's sort this out. Let's grab these. Food is actually stable this time. That's good. I will make sure that we just grab the vines as well. In fact, actually, you know what? Actual harvest overlay moment. We'll make sure we grab all the overgrow vines. And also, you can do this. And in fact, I think it makes sense to do this so the vines can grow on this side of the ladder. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Right, we can actually start toasting mimolets now, I think, for food. So let's get Higby on that. What is the situation with refined metal? Probably not very good, right? Airflow tiles, whatnot. I think we will just have to set up a metal refinery. I could open the door. I don't think we really need to, though. So, in summary, we've got 4 Mimicas, and we got 30 Sweatcorns. I think that will be fine. Do I want more dupes yet. Probably not until the food is actually going. It depends on whether we get a good dupe or not. At least we have actual good food now, though. Yeah, you've got the Ovagro figs too. It's nice. This could just be the Blum ranch, right? Or the Lum... the Lum ranch. We will actually need to do our Lum ranching build that we did the Sandbox Showcase video on. And the key difference is, we'll need to make sure they're in CO2. So if we look up the Ovagro node, this also grows a carbon dioxide. So I think what that's telling us is that we need to do peat burning and make a load of CO2 with the peat burning. And the polluted water. We'll figure out what to do with the polluted water. Alright, Mimica, get to work. You're still needed. I think we could probably print one more dupe. Let's actually get this bed sorted out as well. Am I even going to bother with like a ranching column? Probably not, because we've got all the magma on this side. Do we have any geysers? None that I can immediately see. There's more Ovagros over here too. I think what I should do is I should do something like this. I think that's what I need to do. I think I actually need to clear out this bit as well. And I think I actually should go down here, right? We'll leave that for later. Yeah, food situation seems fine. Do I want any more food stuff in here? Probably not. Probably don't need to make a micro misher this time. You know? Let's actually also dig this up. Oh, right, we need the actual... Yes, this won't leak a huge amount of heat. But if we seal it now, then this isn't going to be an annoying issue later. I think I also just want to dig this out. And I want to dig this out. And then we can dig the snack fruit too. The tech is nearly done on the insulated tiles. I will go ahead and do that. Ada can keep farming. So we've got the sweat corns. Obviously, we want to cook these into veggie poppers, ideally. I'm pretty sure we'll just use peat for this. That's okay. We're earning a lot of achievements, aren't we? Yeah, so far so good. We got a regular old volcano here. Right, let's just very, very quickly make some insulated tiles here. And that will do. We even have the poke shells here, but we definitely don't have the polluted dirt. So we're not going to bother with poke shells this time. I'm still salty that we actually failed the last run. That never normally happens, I swear. Oh, we should put the other bed in, right? I mean, I guess I could put another oxygen diffuser in too. Let's just priority 9 this. And then we'll print someone. We'll probably print someone. More rust. We've got a supplying suit wearer. That seems pretty good. Let's get the fast Nicola with the increased agriculture. So Nicola can just have supplying. Ada can just have farming. We'll probably put ranching on Ada as well, just so that she can technically wrangle guys. And then priorities, you can definitely focus on this. So we're still looking for a good operator. We have a good decorator. We're still looking for a good operator and a good rancher. And technically a good builder, I suppose. Those are the main things we're looking for. Yeah, food situation seems pretty good now. I think the mimolets are helping. You know what they should do? When this comes up as new, if you click on it, there should be an option to just pin it to this menu, right? That would be good, wouldn't it? Right, I think we've sealed this heat in here now. So that should avoid any more issues. What else do we want to do? There's more overgrows. I really do want to just keep grabbing these. If we can help it. Also, there's actually some more sweat cords over here. Do I care about that? I don't think I actually care about this. And as for the water is all going to get fed to the lumps. Now let's think about this. So, this is all relatively hot. I don't really want to incur the wrath of the guys. I think what we'll do... Let's put some doors here. Let's put some doors here, and then the other ladder will go this way. Okay, obviously that's not the best plan. We'll dig up there later, but I want to dump all the water somewhere. And actually, maybe we just dump it on top of the teleporter. It's possible. Oh, we want the fire pole, don't we? We definitely want the fire pole. Here you go. Go grab that right away. Also, you can have a one. Three dupes on each schedule. And then we'll just have them all use the same Great Hall. We should really just do this now. Like, the game was... Like, you guys were yelling at me to schedule before. But nowadays, we really should, because not only is it going to make the bathroom more efficient, it's going to make the Great Hall more efficient. They didn't even make a Blum balloon fix your game, Clay? No. No Jeff Goldblum balloon. So this week we can actually have up to 10 dupes with that Great Hall. So... Sure. Just do it like that, and then put the doors here. And then... we tile this, and then we can just dig this out and let the CO2 out. And I think I will also just come over here and dig this. And I guess I'll dig this too. It's fine. Yeah, we need more of these mimickers to grow. There we go. That will help. I think we're in a pretty good spot. Especially compared to the last time we tried this. We do not currently need the ice maker. You need fibers to make the insulated door, by the way. It's fine. Whoa, wait. We just got an error 2000. Why'd that happen? We've been had! Boo! Yeah, I want to see what's going on over here, and... we can get over here just fine. We do want to put the rock crusher in. Maybe we just put the rock crusher over here. Yeah, I think it's sensible. We don't actually need this to be a room, either. We'll put a lamp in here later as well. Or we'll put a lamp in here now and we'll plug it in later. We'll make a little bit of automation for that. We don't have a lot of metal. I'm kind of hoping we can find a metal volcano. That would be very, very cash money. Go back in the harvest overlay, turn these on, turn these on. I presume as the vines grow, it's all going to stay in harvest mode. Just let that continue for a bit. We've got another volcano. That is fine. That's under containment. We've actually got the volcano in between the two Rex biomes. That's very funny. Alright, let's continue. Let's continue. Yeah, looks like we're getting most of these pollinated now. That's good. We actually only have 2 Mimicker in here, and they're doing most of the work. That's good to see. So, yeah, we're building this ladder. We're coming over here. We've got the salt water. The salt water, I must say, is not very well insulated with the brine ice for the dartles. So I don't think these guys are going to have a very good time. But we can investigate. Yes, so it occurs to me this area is not going to be very well insulated. We're going to pour all the water down here and use it for overgrows. Now, this area is going to be hot, but these areas are going to be cold. I think what this means is we can ladder down here. There's actually a little bit of oil down here. I don't really want to flood the teleporter. I think what we do... I think we're going to seal this off. Yeah, let's seal this off. And then we'll come down, we'll finish off here, and then this is where we're going to pour all the water into. I think that seems like a decent plan. What do we research? The fire pole. Good. We need fire. We don't need fire. We need fire poles. Very important difference. And I guess that means this one's going to go here. And then... probably don't need a ladder for that. Yeah, let's see how that goes. We'll dig all of this. And then we can pour that water in here to start. And then we can pour the rest of the water in here. Still technically out of sweat corn seeds. Oh, there's another bit over here we should grab. Yeah, we should grab that. Grab these. There's another lum. That's fine. There's loads of algae. Yes, we have some nickel. Let's actually get the automation focus as well. So, smart home for these. Give me lamps. So, where are they going to go as well? Ceiling light's going to go here. Oh. Wait. Ceiling light's going to go here. I'm going to build this, and then we're going to dig over here as well. And then, what else are we going to do? Also, why is my phone just giving 3 shoutouts to off-screen Phantom? I don't think I actually did that. I think that's just a glitch. 1 shout-out is usually enough. Yeah, food situation's pretty good. We'll definitely get more dupes. We'll just keep printing the dupes. That's fine. We can dig these, I guess. Yeah, we're just going to get the automation wire, then we can plug the lamp in. Then the cook can cook quicker too. Obviously, the other thing is, normally we set our research buildings up actually either side of the printing pod to get the lit workspace. We don't actually have it here, so we probably should actually just, you know, like, have a little bit down here as well. Maybe. Where am I going to put the sensor for this one? Well, this one's obvious. This one's going to go here. This one is probably... it's going to go here. And then this one is going to go here. That's triggering. That's fine. Right. Wire can go... here. And then we can actually plug that in. And then we can remove these segments. And then let's priority 9 this so that the lamp isn't running automatically. And then we also want some sensors in here. But we need to make a little bit more refined metal first. I haven't had the internet crap out on me in ages. It's really weird. Okay, so we've got a proper pilot. Would help me in chat. Would help me in the chat if I didn't use a private window. Lol. Why does the game keep giving me unconstructed dupes? We have a ranching 9 husbandry person with night owl. That seems good. Yeah, let's take Ari. So Ari is also going to get farming. We'll get them to prioritize ranching specifically. And then make sure that you're on the night owl schedule, which is this one. Do well, Tech Rock. I think we're doing well. The schedule should make these all easier. We definitely do want to set up plum bathrooms as well. That will be the next priority, I think. Am I going to do them over here? Maybe I'm actually going to move it down here. We'll just pump in the water from here. Then the sieve can maybe go up here or something, or next to it. I don't know. Let's do this. And then maybe the sieve can just go here. I kind of just want to keep the Ovagra vines. I want to make sure that we really don't run out of food. I think people are doing pretty well now. How oxygenated is everything? Pretty good. It's nice to see. We can keep digging out all of this metal. Oh, look! The Printerceptor! My duplicates have discovered a fascinating machine. Its construction suggests it was designed as an energy field disruptor and retrofitted with printing capabilities. It is locked behind a 13-digit passcode. One failed attempt could permanently disable the entire building. You've got to find the code! Fair enough. Well, that is something we will look at another time. Oh, look! We got a... Wow, look at this! We got a cool chlorine vent and it's right next to a Megaphron. You'll have to see it, although the only thing is the room is too hot. I think the vent is trying its best to cool down the room. But this plant is going to take a little while to cool, I think. Unless there's a heat leak. Looks like there's a little bit of a heat leak. We're trying to make and find all those pesky hard drives. Fair enough. Man, why did we get an internet error today? That's like the worst timing we could have had. What's the situation with these as well? Let's just set up a load of ladders. I want to make sure that whatever we're doing with this water tank, we don't get stranded. And I really am just going to have the water go all the way up to here, I think. So we can start digging all of this. Let's see what that looks like. Useful for disinfectant, true. We have a lure plant here, too. Okay, we could be tempted to start getting the plumbing. So, let's go ahead and grab the sieve. Now, let's go ahead and grab these first. We know we're going to want to tile these. Ripple the slime lung gets close to that bed. What slime lung? We ain't having any slime lung here. Oh, we need to build this fire pole too. We have lots of tasks to give people now. This is good. Yeah, so you could go down here. That's fine. And then, yeah, dig all of this up. And then put the ladder here. Yeah, now we're talking. Now we've got enough mimickers for all of this. This should get people's... This should get us a large supply of seeds. This should give us a large amount of farming attributes. Seems good. We probably need a slightly better power source than this, though. Because no one's running on the wheel. Is that acceptable? We still don't have an actual operator. Maybe Ada can have a little bit of operating. I will want to actually make sure that we get a pump in here. I'm just going to set the pump up in here for now. Because, well, we don't need this to be overly elaborate, do we? Oh, we're still researching the pump. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. What's in the pump? We got supplying. Now, we have Nicola that's already got supplying. But I think Lyra is ultimately going to be the one that does this. Unless we actually just get... Actually, I think we just get the Abyss Light digging for now. We do kind of want Abyss Light digging. A little bit. There we go. Let's see. So liquid pump can go in here. The liquid pipe can go up here. Liquid pipe can go here. And then let's have a think about this. So we're going to have... Probably put the oxygen diffusers in the middle in the end. Oh, I don't know what we're going to do yet. Let's just leave that for now. We'll need to build a little wire. That can just go like this. We're going to get rid of that eventually. More loot. Let's see what the loot is. Socks. My favorite. Yeah, we're doing well in the food situation now. Obviously, we still have a few calories of snack fruit left, but the sweat corns are mostly getting the job done. Now we've found Megaphron grains, we can potentially make the frost buns too. That's interesting. We also have water weeds. Now, if we're not doing electrolysers, this becomes a lot less useful than usual. Because the water weeds are going to overheat on it very quickly. Well, not very quickly. Maybe we can cool it somehow. And feed it to water weeds. I don't know. Right. Oh, we want the shower. Yes, that's what we want. So let's think about this. Let's put the sinks in here. And then I think what we will do is... Oh, right, hold on. Sinks, and then lavatories. And then the shower doesn't have to be in the same room. So the shower can just go here. And then we can sort out the sieve. So do something like this. And then the sieve will go over here. On the other hand, the geyser could be a salt source with the oxidizer. That's what I'm thinking. We do want the salt. The only issue is, this is not a lot of salt because it's a saltwater geyser. It's only 7% salt. Not exactly a brine geyser. That being said, we do have a lot of brine. So I think we will generally want to set up a desalinator, or just boil it. It might just be easier to boil it. We actually have volcanoes, right? Why do we not just boil it on the volcanoes, and then just use steam turbines? That seems like a good thing to do. We'll have enough salt to start with to do some things, but I'm still not that worried about it. There's a lot of algae here, if I'm being honest. Let's research the sieve. Because we're probably going to put the sieve here. Let's also put some lamps in. Do I want 2 showers? Let's put 2 showers in, whatever. And I think what we'll do is we'll eventually trade this out when we no longer need the overgrown node here. But I do not want to be relying on these outhouses. This should be enough bathrooms forever. We'll probably make more Great Halls. We'll remix that later. Right, so that seems fine. Let's put the wire in as well. Running pretty low on metal, aren't we? I could go there. We can have field research on Maya. I guess it'll take you a while to do that, that's fine. Looks like we're pollinating the overgrown node, that's good. And it does look like if you highlight the node, it actually selects all of the vines for harvest, so we don't have to keep updating that. What a relief. I like that it shows you what material is being delivered to the construction site now as well. So let's do that as well. What plant are we going to feed the bathroom water to? Possibly just an Ovagro node. That might be fine. I don't think we necessarily need to filter it yet. Yeah, I think it is probably what we will do. So maybe we just actually keep going over here. We put an Ovagro node in on this level because we're just spreading out horizontally as far as we can really go. I think that makes sense. Let's priority 7 this. I would like to see that. Oh, lots of mimickers now. That's good, I think. We have a lot of sweat corn, so we will definitely keep printing dupes. Okay, we found some polluted water. That's good. Where? Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. What do we do with the polluted water? It's not really cold enough in these biomes to just freeze it. Realistically, I would love to just get a bottle drainer. That would be lovely. We haven't got any blueprints for the showers. We do have some blueprints for the things here. Let's switch these over. Anything else? Oh, the rock crusher. Let's switch this over. I think we're gonna go with the manicure today. And then this, I guess we could do the backcountry grill. That looks good. Oh, whatever. Let's just use all the blueprints. It's fun. Go for like sort of a reddish theme. A reddish theme or a bluish theme? I don't know. Got a lot of the pink stuff already, haven't we? I don't really want to reset these, though. We'll leave these ones dark. Get another dupe. Pike apples. I don't think we need pike apples. A snazzy suit, that's very tempting. Although, we have got an operator, but they're undigging. They have a doctorate interest as well. I don't really want the nyctophobe. I don't really want another undigging dupe. Let's get the snazzy suit. No, we have a lot of food. Let's just keep getting dupes. We did want an operator after all. Let's get Freya to be the operator. Higby can now have cooking 2. Skills to pay the bills. Now at least we have someone who's actually going to be running on the wheel. And then Freya is in that schedule. That's good. So you can focus on that. Okie dokie. Yeah, and I guess we can just keep building this stuff. Wait, are you... Oh, you're actually trapped. That needs to be built then, Lyra. No wonder you're being so productive all of a sudden. Good job. We need to build this stat. Oh, you know what that means? That means we are going to have to ladder this. It's probably for the best. In fact, actually, I should really... Well... We're just going to access this on the other side. We're going to access this through the cold bit. Right? Let's just do this. And then I think I'll just tile this. That should not be shale. If we're actually going to just tile this, this should be granite. I don't actually think that's a very good plan, if I'm being really honest. Also, these should all be granite too. I'm sure something over here is going to flood. We'll see. Right, water sieve. So the water sieve could go... That was wrong button. I can go here, and then... So all that polluted water could go in here, and then all of that can come out here. And then we do just need to plant Novagro. Okay. Who are you? Devon. You still don't have a proper builder, so let's keep getting you building. I will probably skill scrub these guys eventually. You could get farming. Level 2. Water sieve can go here. Do we have filtration medium? We do. Not a lot. I mean, there is lots of sand over here. I don't think we're going to have a huge issue with sand. There's not a lot of sand. But then I really want to make sure that we don't consume all of our metal either. We have the gold amalgam here as well, I should remember. Have you seen any metallic caves yet? I don't think I have. How vexing. So what else do we need for this then? I think we just need the Ovagra node. So... Right, each node can grow 12 segments. So I think what this means is... We're out of metal? Well, that's one thing. I mean, there's lots of metal over here. I don't think I actually needed to build those doors either, if I'm being really, really honest. Perhaps we just plant the node up here, but I don't know what I'm doing with this level yet. I'm tempted to make it more barracks. At least if we dig this out, we'll know that this is for the Ovagro. We can go over here pretty far. Oh, we can't, actually, because of the obsidian. I think I will put an extra building here at some point. And then we'll keep it in line with our normal structure. But what we could do is we could plant the node over here. We could plant the node over here and then have it grow around the doors. That seems fine. We really aren't going to have a lot of sand for this. Right, I can cut this off now. And then what we'll do is we'll put the bridges on. And we'll do it like this. So you'll always prioritize loading the bathrooms, and then you'll load the Ovagro. So this is just going to be a node. This will consume 90 kilograms per cycle, which is enough for... I don't know, like... 13 duplicates or something? Oh! You know what I've done. We need a hydroponic farm. Let's grab that. We were so close. So this is going to be 4... Okay, well, we know it's going to have to go around this way. I don't really mind what the vines look like at the moment. We can get it to work. Doesn't Evagro take pea water? No. Takes regular water. That's part of the appeal of this whole Blum thing. They take regular water and convert it to algae. But I guess it means in this case we do have to filter all of the water. Which is not ideal. It also means that these bathrooms are going to fill up initially. So I do need to be slightly aware of that. Oh, I know what we're going to do. We'll put in a friggin' liquid reservoir here. That's not a bad plan either. Also, I love how in the patch notes they said that poke shells weren't getting angry. I did notice the poke shells weren't actually getting angry when we finished off the last run. So, I'm glad we're fixing that. Yeah, we have way too much food. Did I really just completely overegg this? That would be quite funny if that was the case. But, at least it means we can keep doing dupes for a while. I'll probably just do another Great Hall up here as well. At least this means we'll have plenty of labor. And what we're going to do, we're going to need a mix of regular Blums and... We're going to need a mix of regular Lums and Blum Lums, because the regular Lums are going to produce the peat, which we use for all of our power, and then the Blum Lums are going to produce the algae that we use for all of our oxygen. So, what we probably need to do is we need to have one Lum Ranch in oxygen and one in carbon dioxide. So that will be mildly interesting. Right, that could go there. And then, I think that's all of the immediate need we have for research. Nature Reserve. Did I even consider the Nature Reserve? Do Ovagro nodes count for Nature Reserves? Because we got one right here. But I think this is going to be too large of an access shaft. I could maybe do something about this. I don't think I can because this is supposed to be a lab. We haven't been getting the lab workspace bonus because of the Ovagro node, but frankly, it's such a minimal bonus, especially when you have proper researchers, that I'm not even going to bother. The light here is going to do more work than that, and even then it's not going to do very much work at all. Right, supplying 2 for Nicola. Right, now you're actually running. Let's plant the Ovagro node. So we probably won't actually have to excavate this obsidian anytime soon. Satisfactory called you out? On what? Right, so we got plumbing now. So, yeah, this is growing, so we can just remove all of this. Let's actually remove the doors too, because I actually probably want the metal back, right? So what else do we want to do now? I think we want to get pouring all the water in here, so perhaps we just leave everyone. Oh, Higby, you need to do the ladder. There you go. So we are making a lot of CO2 over here. I want to make sure we can access the bit over here as well. We have some dartles in here, but they're trapped. I think that's how we want to keep it. Now, there's a lot of chlorine gas in here. I think there is a way to get in here without actually contaminating ourselves. I think we can just do this. Yeah. This should be fine. There's not enough brine in here that's going to cause an issue, so we can get into the teleporters this way. That's good. And then... I guess we'll sweep up the oil, because we'll want that oil. We'll probably go have a look at the teleporter asteroid today as well. Just a very, very quick look. We want to get the frozen friend, I think. And I don't have a huge amount else that I want these guys to do for now. We could research the liquid reservoir. Yeah, go ahead and do that. We'll put one here. We'll figure out what to do with the Evagro node later. I'm pretty happy with how this is going. Ooh, look! We got a fancy sin. The clean water produced by this gilded filtration system has an unmistakably rich flavor. I believe it. Look at that. Premium. No extra showers. That's fine. I should probably get a better battery than this at some point. But we'll think about that another time. Heat is a little bit more complicated than coal, so I think it's worth waiting until next week to do. But I feel like we've got all the basics done. Right, hold on. What is the temperature situation? Can we get down to minus 20? Seems like the answer is yes, but only over here. Hello, Carmike. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing well. We're playing the quality of life update. We're going to do a new run. So the theme of this run is we're not allowed to build electrolysers at all. So all of our oxygen is going to come from Blumlums and Jawbo rust. And whatever else we can scrounge together. And we're also going to blow up the molly ore, and we're going to do a few more things. We're going to spend a bit more time here than we spent on the previous runs when the DLC came out. Because I want to investigate the Dartles and Rexes a bit more as well. The Spum. What does the U stand for in that then, Techrock? I'm going to be the guy. I think we do need to get the sand. Well, you can get the sand. Not really concerned about the hydrogen. Urine. Lovely. Good job. Ooh, look at this. This looks fancy, doesn't it? The Robo-Bird. We're just really mixing together all the blueprints today, apparently. DIY cot. Let's keep printing dupes. We have so much food. And, to be honest, I don't really suspect that oxygen is going to be an issue. We got a handy Twinkle Toes. That's really good. Yeah, I can't really turn it down. We have got a Radiation Eater, but I don't think it's going to be that relevant. So let's print you. What is May going to do to start with? Probably more branching, right? So let's give you that. Just very generally skilled. And then schedule-wise, you can stay on that schedule. Not everyone thinks of using urine for oxygen. You're in a lot of trouble if you don't think of oxygen. Yeah, this seems to be going alright. So, cock. Okay, bad news, this melted. Good news, we can seal it up and the chlorine hasn't escaped yet. Oh. Maybe it's a tiny little bit has escaped. Maybe we can just do this. Maybe that'll do. Drat, we tried so hard as well. What was the plan in here again? I was just gonna put a load of ladders in here. No, not there. I guess all the oxygen's going to come up here and then all the chlorine's going to settle in the middle. God damn it. Well, let's see what happens. It's not going to be the end of the world. I don't really care. I just thought we could... We definitely could have avoided it, but this is not a lot of chlorine. Also, it's not like we don't have plants that consume chlorine. The Megaphron is still too hot. This is not very conductive, is it? Chlorine is not very conductive. That's the big problem with wild Megaphrons. Right, liquid reservoir, that can go here. And then I think what we'll do is... That can go like this. Yep, let's see. So I just need you to remove this tile, and then we can investigate this. We can see what's going to happen with the chlorine. There's a fairly large amount of oxygen here. We'll see what happens. There's chlorine down here as well, but we don't need to activate this teleporter yet. The Blum wants to get in, but he can't, because we're going to put water here. In fact, you know what? Don't even bother digging this up. I do not want these tiles to burst, although your sandstone... Actually, you know what? Do this. Never heard anyone scan that one. Where are we going? We got drip arrow. We got the oily asteroid. We got a liquid sulfur geyser, hydrogen vent, oil reservoir. We got a regular oil. That's interesting. Has regular oil always been a thing on Space Dock? That's odd. Also, just to look at this, we have got a polluted water vent and a cool steam vent here. That's interesting. Not that we've immediately... Oh! There it is! There it is! This is a good one, I think. Chlorine is so non-conductive, I'd love to see it used in the zero vacuum base. I know. This is part of what makes the Lura Beta setup work, is that chlorine is such a good insulator as a gas. And we will definitely do that on this run. Right, okay. Before all the oxygen goes, let's actually send someone over. Who are we going to send? I think we send Higby. Higby, you're not doing anything of interest. Spec leaves for databanks. Yeah, you're here. Oh, Nom Nom plays. Insulated doors and chlorine, it's a new airlock. Yeah! Yeah, maybe. Seems pretty good for most things, to be honest. I still like the liquids in the U-bend, though. It's very much my style. Ooh, what we got going on here? So we got the swampy bit, we got the mud, we got the plug slugs. Actually, are there any plug slugs? Yes. We got the Paku. We've got the sleet wheats. Nothing that I'm too interested in here. I think we will just defrost the friend. And then have a look around. We've got the water you can't use for electrolyzing. Indeed! We will find a use for it, but not electrolyzing. Probably just feeding to Ovagros. That's where all the water's gonna go. We got a Frankie. Frankie is... small bladder, shabby dresser. Okay. And you have another cook. Great, good job. There you go, cook buddies, and then you can have building, I guess. And then Higby can come back. Yes, I know where the destination is. You literally never need to do this game. There's no situation in which that is handy. No sand on the rock means usually regolith is the filtration medium of choice. Yeah, we did find some salt in the sandy biome. No, in the pokeshell biome. Yeah, let's send Higby back. We'll set up a very quick thing here. Yeah, I believe there is a lump of sand. Yeah, the game... I think this asteroid does start with just a lump of sand. Why are you all in here? Oh, God. No, there's no funny business. You're all just bored. Okay, look. If you're all bored, you just say so. Except you can't because we don't have the mod on. I have no idea why you're hanging out in here, though. Right, let's actually just get our friend to get the clean water, right? I think for now, we just get you to come down here. Just gonna start dripping. I think if we go like this, then we can... this is gonna drip in here too. I think we can get this out safely. Alert in upper right corner. Yeah, but I never look in the upper right corner. What you talking about? I should look here. This is the thing. I liked having it here. That's how I'm used to it, because I'm an old ONI player. But you're right. Like, it should be more prominent if there's like an idleness thing here, because it doesn't always show up. In fact, let's actually make sure it always shows up. Always visible. Got 4 idle dupes. Great. I guess that means you can also dig all of this. Yeah, at least it does tell you how many dupes are idle. I need to train my brain to look at this. You're right. You should have an option to show the left side with the beep beep. Yeah. But I feel like this is literally just a skill issue. Like, I just need to learn to look at this. Right, so pitcher pump. We need to be very careful with the pitcher pump here. So let's put it here. And then we can grab all this water. And then we can have an outhouse here. No, an outhouse here. And then a wash basin here. And then this could be the bed. I'm not going to worry too much about the stuff in here. And then we'll put a... Oh, God. A mess table in here. We don't have metal. Starving. Lyra, if you're starving, that's a you issue. Yeah, hope Kerbal Space Program has been going well for you, Carmike. We're making way too much food. I've done the exact opposite of what I did last time. I will definitely get the dupes to do something more productive now. How do you like the Prehistoric DLC? Do you do the variety? Do you like the Demolio challenge? It's all really good. The variety is really good. I like that. It's a bit more tricky than the base start. The lums with the peat and the peat burners is a little bit more complicated than coal. The Evagro nodes are a bit more complicated than the other water plants. It's a relatively mild level of complication. The Dartles and Rexes are more complicated than the Drecos. It's a little bit harder, but that's balanced by the fact that Demolior just gives you an absolute ton of iridium, and you can build those overheating structures, or high overheat temperature structures, earlier in the game. I really like this DLC. I think it's really good. It's a good risk-reward ratio, because when we first played it, we very much almost starved because we forgot to set up the sweatcorns. They're not as simple as the mealwoods. You have to pollinate them. What cycle does it hit? It hits on cycle 200. Last time we shot it down on cycle 90, where we tried to shoot it down. So we're aiming to shoot it down as close to 200 as possible, so that the space POI on the star map is as close to us as possible, because the asteroid is over here. It's come from the temporal tear, apparently. You get resources for shooting it down. Yeah, if you shoot it down, it forms a space POI that you can mine infinitely for iridium, which is plus 500 degrees C overheat temperature. It's very strong. But the reason we're here is because they've updated the lums to add a new variant. We've learned more about Jawbos and the lure plants and all that since we've last played this version. So we definitely want to do that. Right, let's pull the water in. If we're bored, and if the dupes are bored and running out of stuff to do, then we should just do that. I would like to put a pitcher pump here too. Why are you going in here? You're just grabbing the rock? That's kind of odd. I think we also just want to pour this water in here. This is actually just going to be one of the main access shafts. So we'll just have it going up here. We do not have a lot of metal as well. I want to keep grabbing the metal. But let's dig this. Let's dig this. Let's dig all of this. We will have a lot of room here for water. The Blum is sadly going to get drowned. That is a shame. That means we should probably research the smoker. So let's do that. Actually, can we wrangle him? No, we do not currently have the skill. Rip Mr. Blum. You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you? We drowned a Darthel earlier, it's fine. Meanwhile, these Darthels are getting eyed up by the Rex. The Rex is very unhappy with this arrangement. There's a little bit more water over here. There's a Megaphron here. This one actually does seem cold enough. But there's no chlorine vent. It's a shame. Let's go grab that. And then... I think what I'll do with this is... we'll let it pour over here as well. And then I'm just going to tile this up. I don't really want to pour this water out. This is kind of cumbersome. You can pour this water out. I will need to keep digging this, actually, as well. I'll pour Blum. Is the green or nickel? How are its properties? It's pretty conductive. It's a bit middle of the road. It's fine. It's what we've got. It's got, let's see. So, the actual nickel itself has a conductivity of 91. So it's pretty good. Melting point is fairly average. No specific unique properties. You don't have enough water, that's fine. You know what? We can keep pumping this into here for now. Get the vine growing at least. Because obviously, the Evagro vine will get more efficient the more we actually grow it. And the more vines it has. So we should prioritize growing that and then it'll more efficiently use the bathroom water from the dupes. Right. Looks like you are very gerby, but you have at least actually set up the outhouse. That's good. Did we grab any metal? No. Well, the metal you could grab is here. So go for that. We will need to pay attention to you for a little bit. You can get you out of this asteroid tonight, right? Grab a tiny bit. Lots of metal over here, that's good. Put the mess table there. I don't think we really need to bother with any actual practical infrastructure here. I just wanted to get the dupe off of this asteroid. I don't think there's anything here we're really clamoring for. Except maybe the sand, but like, I don't know. Probably not really. Yeah, you'll still find Evan, that's fine. Let's just sweep up the little bits of water that have spilled over. And then once we've actually expunged this, we can extend the shaft up here a little bit more as well. Actually, we can keep going even further with this. Nice. I like to see it. There's more metal over here as well. There's more Jawbos. We've got some seacomb leaf. We've got some Paku. Got a desk with an artifact on it. Pretty happy with how this is going. Sure what the thumbnail's going to be, though. We'll put the smoker over here as well, probably. Look how they massacred my Drecos. Yeah, rip Dreco starvation farms. I'm kind of glad they've done something about that. Drecos were way too good. They're still really good, but like now using them in that specific way is worse. That without actually harming the builds that weren't starvation ranching them. Or at least not too much. I summed it up better in the patch notes video, if I'm going to be really honest. Shove voles are next. I don't like shove voles. I get that they're potentially strong, they're just fiddly and annoying. Not in a good way. Am I really just gonna watch these guys dig this shaft for like 5 cycles? Maybe. Oh, I should probably connect this bit, right? I'm glad we have plenty of food, but this is just actually too much food. Oh, and when we built the smoker, we should make the veggie poppers. Am I actually gonna build another barracks? I think I am. I mean, I didn't intend for this to become a printing pod only challenge, but we have enough algae, we have enough other stuff. I feel like it kind of is becoming that accidentally. And then we can dig this out as well. Too much food equals too much labor. Prune. Prune! Nah, I'll be fine. We got 35 tons of peat left. The next priority is definitely going to be the Blums. What is a printing pod only challenge? Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're right. What I mean is, you've got to print every 3 cycles. You've got to print a dupe only. So eventually you have too many dupes. And the aim is to see how far you can get without a dupe dying. And we usually get pretty far in those challenges. And we have good long-term plans, but it ends up being something stupid that usually kills the dupe. But we have a few runs on YouTube where we've done that. We have lots of runs on YouTube, actually. A lot of them are in the short runs playlist these days. Let's see, a rancher rocketeer with agriculture. That's a pretty good combo. I don't like the yokel too much, but again, another farmer is probably fine. Let's go for it. We don't need the other dude. Ellie, you ruined the last run. You killed everyone. Maybe we do rocketing. Still don't think it's needed, though. We now probably have too many ranches. Oh, whatever. Ellie could go here. What loot we got? Petition to buff delectable atomic root. Yes. True. I think they need to rework shove bowls. I just don't think it's very interesting at the moment. Right, smoker. So, low even heat, skill dupe requirement. That's fine. Put that there. I want to cook the tough meat, or it's too late. And then it doesn't require a wire. It goes good for a long time, then kablam, yeah. Exactly. Having all the labor early on is really helpful, but then it gets to a point where it's just cumbersome and you can't find enough stuff for the dupes to do, so they end up running on wheels. I mean, at least it kind of solves the power issue. Okay, more water's going in here. This is fine. No damage yet because we double walled this, and this is granite. I don't think we're going to have that much damage overall. And to be fair, the water can be a little bit hot, and that's not going to be the end of the world, so maybe I should just dig out this granite. We'll do that if we need more room. I kind of like the look of the shower with the Ovacro vines, to be honest. Maybe we just have that be the thumbnail. Nah, I think it's gonna be the lum and the sweat corns. I don't know. You have the Somnium synthesizer, you can park 6 of them in Eternal Slumber. Yes, exactly. I'll put another oxygen diffuser here. Probably not the most efficient way of running these, but whatever. Oh, you know what? Let's put airflow tiles here. That makes sense. You can dig that out too. Right, you need a vent. Just a regular old vent. Here you go. That's fine. And then we need to make tender brisket. And then you could actually use a lamp so that we could actually unpack this. That's the funny thing about this building. Oh, wait. That's not quite right, is it? Ah, beans. Okay, hold on. We need to move this one over. Because the lamp needs to go on this side. And we do want to put the lamp in, because even though the dupe's not operating the building, it takes ages for them to clean it out. If you'd like to see a colonizer challenge, we have to have at least one dupe base in every planetoid. I mean, I'm going to be honest, we're kind of doing that in Sour Gas or Bust. Like, we're totally doing that in Sour Gas or Bust. I like this Jawbo Blum recycling idea, because it was a bit more unique than that. I'm really aiming to get all of the remaining achievements in the game in Sour Gas or Bust. But that really is kind of what we're doing. Honestly, don't like how the Somnian synthesizer works, that it requires dedicated sleeper dupes. I like that, though. I like that you make the little hotel and keep them all nice and cozy. Like, having just your regular dupes all wearing pajamas and getting a slight efficiency boost, that... I tried that initially, and I just don't think that would be as satisfying. Is the math still good on Sour Gas or Bust with a Starvation Draco change? The plan was never to ranch the Dracos with Starvation, so yes. The plan really isn't affected. If anything, the plan is more affected by the fact that lures and beaters make plastic for free. Like, if we were really just trying to do a run where we were getting a load of sour gas going, I feel like that's actually what you do these days, instead of the glossy Draco technique. But it doesn't matter, we're still going to do it, because it's fun, and I haven't seen anyone else do it. We found some iron, apparently, that's interesting. Get this built. I'm glad we're getting all this water out of here, at least. More salt water up here. Obviously, the blaster is right here. That's good. This situation is not very good for Lyra, but that's okay. We can set the liquid pump as well. I'm not really that fussed about that yet. Right, you need a wire. And then we need to put the tender brisket in here and make this priority 9. Because otherwise this is going to go off before we can cook it. Because the tender meat is probably in here, right? Where? Stupid UI. I'll wait to put my mods on again. But that's fine. I don't mind doing the first stream without the mods. Wait, why are you hurt? I don't understand that. Oh, I should probably put a door here, shouldn't I? There you go. I'm going to put a pitcher pump here as well, just so we actually consume this water eventually. Oh, wait, hold on. I think I actually need to put it here. That's funny. Yeah, make the tender brisket. You know, because God knows we need more food. And you're still starving, because you're just not actually making time to do things. The node is growing, that's good. We've actually... Wait, there's no way we actually have a deficit of water. Oh no, it's because we're pumping as well. So all of the water is going in... All of the bathroom water is going into Evagro node at the moment, because we're actually just pumping this to get rid of it. That's fine. What we got? Ari can have ranching as well. There you go. Now we can actually move critters out of the way if we so desire. You like to see it. We really haven't given Frankie anything to do, and I don't think I really care to. There's nothing here that we actually want, apart from Frankie. 69% on the teleporter. I just wanted to go have a look and just remind myself of what was there, because we haven't played ONI in a while. They don't have to be dedicated, but Jawbos kill their athletics, so you pay a price. Yes, exactly. That's the trap that we fell into initially. That's a challenge. All dupes in pajamas. Yeah, but the thing is, it's very easy to come up with a challenge run idea in this game. It's harder to come up with a challenge run that's actually interesting and not just a pain in the ass. Like, that's just a pain in the ass. It doesn't actually make you play the game any differently, other than your dupes are all slower. Right, yeah, tile that up and then all that water will pour in there. I can get you to sweep this as well. And then eventually we'll get the rest of this water out here. Let's start doing some researches. So we know we're going to want the Blum ranches. We know we're going to want the peat burners. So let's just start researching all that stuff. And I guess I will just set up the liquid pump. Because the wire is going to take a while to actually build. Where's that going to go? I guess I'll just take it this way. Actually, hold on. Let's take it this way. I think I'd like to have it so I can put on and take off the PJs automatically. Or like a little suit dog. Or like a special bed, maybe? I don't know. Maybe. The only thing is, I don't know where these overgrow nodes are going to go. I mean, the issue is, we don't really have room. I think because of the volcano. I think we probably have room on this side, so maybe we push them out and do the lums on this side. We tried to do a 2 kilowatt power maximum challenge, kept my power infrastructure simple, but it was impossible for more than 6 to 8 dupes. Really? I saw bees numbering 6,000 doing the challenge where you couldn't have ladders or fire poles, so the whole base was made of hexagons. That was interesting. But also very triggering. So I'm not doing that. Oh look, we got the salt vine. Okay, so the salt vine, eats sand and produces salt. I suspect this is part of our infinite loop we're going to get with the Jawbos. I want to make more flowchart. I want to make more flowcharts for videos. I'm going to have a flowchart in the Pokeshell video. And rather than doing a big, like, here's how to recycle water video like I did with the Drecos at the start of the year, I'm just going to incorporate them into the Sandbox Showcases, I think. Because the infinite loops that we're going to be talking about in the Sandbox Showcases, I'm not really immediately planning on doing anything with. That could come later, maybe. And if we do a run where we're dedicated to doing a proper infinite loop, like with the Drecos, like with Sour Gas or Bust, then we'll do a video at that time. But yeah, the Pokeshell video will definitely have a flowchart just about oak shells and recycling their oak shells. That's very important. Yeah, you need to empty this to get the smoker out. This is why we had the lamp. Specifically so you can empty it faster. I hope the hexagons are made of plastic. The step-up animation slows them down so much. Lol, yeah, true. I don't remember. It was a while ago, actually. I think we're going to keep it simple for the thumbnail. I have no idea what we're actually going to do. So I think we're just going to... I think we're just going to watch the dupes eat stuff in the mess hall. Oh! Who's the new dupe that got added as part of the cosmetic pack? I haven't actually researched the cosmetic pack at all. So I should probably find out. Let's just wait for some people to have a snack. There we go. Oh, he's got the tender brisket! Yes! Excellent. Good job. Has anyone else got tender brisket? We should do table salt as well, maybe. Not that we need to yet. Yeah, Nicola's got the the tender brisket. Nice. Yeah, have a big lump. I'm a big fan of the Great Hall change. Higby's alive in this run. Right. Let's save it here. I'm pretty happy with where we are. So, we've got loads of food. We've got probably too much food. We've got the plum bathrooms. We've got some advanced food production. Now that the tender brisket has been done, I'm going to set this to the veggie poppers as well. And now, yeah, we've got two things. We need blums and we need lums. We need both of those things. So that's definitely going to be what we focus on next week. So, yeah. I think that went pretty well. The only issue, of course, being that the internet went out. Because that never happens. But for those of you who managed to stick around, thanks very much for watching. I do appreciate it. As I said at the beginning of the stream, we're going to alternate this run with Surviving Mars while we finish off Surviving Mars. And we'll probably finish this one when we finish Surviving Mars, so then we can get properly stuck into Sour Gas or Bust again. But that would be for a while. We've got lots of stuff to do. But if you're still here from Offscreen Phantoms raid earlier, feel free to follow me if you haven't already, and you'll get notifications when I go live. We play video games 7:30 to 10:30 British time on weekdays. I won't be around tomorrow because I'm at a party. But if you do miss a stream, it's all on the YouTube channel. Lots of videos on there. And then there's a Discord channel where we hang out as well. We were all discussing the update in there. We have rooms for Oxygen Not Included and Surviving Mars, and plenty of other games as well. And yeah, we'll be back, but thanks for hanging out. I'll see you in a bit. You think there might already be a mod? The mod is called Auto Change Wardrobe. Ooh, interesting. Oh, that's another video I'm going to do. I'm going to do top 5 quality of life mods for ONI, but I'm going to wait a little bit until this patch has been out before I do that. Maybe that'll come out on Christmas. That might be a good idea. And I actually need to do a goals for 2026 video too. I've got so many videos I need to do, and no time at all. I'll figure it out. Right, let's go raid Julie Pixels. Julie Pixels has just started, I believe. Update time. I love how we're all playing Oxygen Not Included again. This game has just immediately demanded our attention. I like it. Yeah, they're just on cycle 1 right now. Let's go hang out. I'll see you later. Bye for now.